Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the NASholes, the podcast where two assholes like to think they know a thing or two about NASCAR, talk about NASCAR. I'm Benny B, joined alongside my very good friend, Drew the Man Scarvan. Drew, we had epic weekend at Talladega. As always, there is shit shows and there is freaking, I don't know. But it was a lot of gas saving, Drew. A lot of fans are upset about the race.
Yeah, they call that parade laps, really.
It
But
just
it's
seems like every week they're upset about something. But, I mean, I will say, this race, Drew, it seemed like at the end, we had Cindric winning the race, which was awesome. I love that for him. It just seemed like they weren't really trying. I mean, and I know, if you hear Larson's reasoning as to why he didn't kind of go for it, I guess he got a gap and he thought it was too big of one. He thought it would cause a wreck. So, I mean, I understand it, but it wasn't the Talladega that we're used to with the 4 wide a lot, and I don't know how to feel about the race, really.
I don't know. And I'm on the other side of this. I mean, I thought it was like the standard Talladega race where it's mostly just parade laps and then chaos randomly thrown in throughout it.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't say too much. I only was able to see the highlights. I fucking passed out for stage 2 and the final stage. But yeah, no, it's I don't know. I thought it was a good race from what I saw of it and like from what I saw in the highlights. I think the two things that stand out most, besides Cindric getting the dub and being the meme lord that he is, was Logano torching Cindric at the end of stage 2.
Oh my gosh, yeah. He was like, yeah, just go ahead. Let a Toyota win the stage.
And it's like, yo, Logano, dude, you took second. Shut the fuck up. Like, you're getting 9 stage points. Like, shut the fuck up. You're defending champion right now, dude. Shut the fuck up.
It seems like every week
he's got a...
I understand the Logano hate from people because, like seriously, because he's just kind of a whiny bitch sometimes, man.
I don't know.
Well, it's a tough sport, man. You got to think about it. Like, it's you versus what, like 35, 36, 37 other people.
Yeah.
I mean, so you want everything to go the right way. I mean, I guess, one little thing can screw you up. But, anyways, one of the most crazy things that happened, Drew, was very early on in the race. I believe it was in stage 1. It's when most of the cars were going. It was the green flag pit stops, and Keselowski was gonna head in, and Busch rammed into the back of him. Well, then that caused Keselowski to kind of spin, and then Blaney was. I don't know. I can't recall if he was trying to go pit as well, or if he was trying to get past all of them and stay on the inside, but. He got clipped, or he clipped Brad. And, I just kind of was sitting there scratching my head. I'm like, how? I mean, like, Busch, what are you doing, man? Like, and supposedly, Keselowski had signaled to everybody, with his hand that he was going to go pit. And I don't know, maybe Busch didn't see it or what. And I mean, it would make sense, like, if he didn't know because, Busch is not a Ford. So, don't know about that pit cycle. But still, man. That was just really strange.
Well, I mean, I just think it was a mistake is all. I mean,
yeah.
No driver's perfect, So I just think that was just everything that could go wrong went wrong. Well,
yeah.
went wrong enough, to make it.
Man, it just you just gotta really feel bad for Blaney at this point. Like every time now that he's had a DNF, it's never been his fault. Every time this year, it's never been his fault.
How many DNFs is he at now?
Well, he had, I think 4 now.
Let's see here. Get the.
You'd have to look that up, but
yeah,
just really unfortunate, Drew, and like. I have to say he's probably the unluckiest driver of the field, really. But yeah, it was a weird situation, and kind of just what I gathered from it is Keselowski told everybody that he was going to, but I guess things are happening so fast that Busch kind of didn't have enough time to slow down, and he just got into the back of him. He probably thought he was still going, and yeah, just wrong place, wrong time, man.
So yeah, you were right on the dot. Blaney has 4 DNFs, and he's also leading the entire field in DNFs right now.
I know, and you know what?
Luckily, it's still beginning of the year.
And you know what's crazy about that is, let me look at something here. Despite that, he's still 8th in the standings.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, for when he did finish, he has 7 top 10s, 3 top 5s, and he's got a couple stage wins as well. So he's got a decent cushion, and there's still plenty of time to turn it back around.
Right.
It's just still baffling to me how consistent William Byron's been. Like looking at the stats right now, it's like.
I mean, geez, how many top 10s does he have, or in top 5s?
Well, He has 5 top 5s, 7 top 10s, 1 win, 0 DNFs, and 364 laps led, and 3 stage wins, which is
Yeah.
which is fine. But this is where it's head scratching to me. Kyle Larson is directly beneath him. Now he's got 358 stage points. He's got 10 starts, 2 wins, 6 top 5s, 7 top 10s, and then 1 DNF. He's got
Yeah.
506 laps led,
Yeah.
and he's won 5 stage.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow Byron is still ahead of him. Not by much. It's only by 31 points, but that's nuts that he's able to still be at the top of the standings. Like, hasn't he been up on the top the entirety of this season?
Byron, yes, he outside of the very beginning of the season, Blaney was up top there for like a few races, I believe like 3 or 4. And then I think after Byron won that one race, I forget, I can't even remember what race he won, to be honest.
Dude, he won the race, the Daytona 500.
Oh yeah, yeah. Jeez,
How
man.
can you forget, dude? That's our Super Bowl.
Jeez, man.
The
No, yeah,
Daytona Bowl.
him and Larson were right up there at the end, and I truthfully thought they were gonna push. Like, I believe Larson was behind Priest, right? No, he was behind Cindric, and then Byron was behind Priest.
Yeah, it was kind of weird watching 2 Chevys push 2 Fords.
Well, they were trying to create a little gap where they could, get around, and
Yeah.
I don't know. It looks like they just kept trying, and like, but they weren't gonna do it, and you know,
Well, I think the problem is they all realize that if they try and do something, it's Dega. So everybody else is going to follow, and if all it takes is one little slip up, and then it kind of just dominoes.
well, yeah, that screws a lot of people. I mean, I totally get that, but
So,
I
yeah,
really
I guess,
thought Larson was gonna try something, man. But
yeah,
Priest was right up there, like nose to nose with Cindric. So even if he did try something, I mean, it was gonna surely end in disaster.
well, speaking of disaster and Ryan Priest, I guess
Yeah, this is
we could talk
unfortunate.
about
Yeah,
this
we should mention
bullshit.
this,
Yeah,
and
no, we're
Logano
so
too,
hyped
not
for
just him.
Priest. Well, I mean, that one was kind of just the cherry on top for his shit show on Sunday. He finished top 5, his best finish of the year, and then he gets it taken away due to spoiler stuff. Let me see. I'll get the reasoning
Yeah, I
here.
didn't quite understand it. So I guess their spoilers were out of regulation.
Yeah,
And honestly, looking at the picture of their car, I'm wondering if the spoiler was too tall.
one of the 18 bolts on the surface of the spoiler that connected to the base was found to be loose, and NASCAR penalized the team as a result. Now, that was for the 22.
Okay.
That was not intentional and happened throughout the course of the race. Team Penske accepts the disqualification. Now, what I don't like is that they accepted the disqualification, because that pretty much just says what they just said, where it was not intentional, it happened throughout the course of the race. I mean, that just makes that look like bullshit.
Absolutely, because because if it's like what you said, if it was like just happened out, like, well, then
Yeah,
they would be like, oh, that's bullcrap. Like, no, like it happened through the race. It wasn't our fault. Like, we didn't do that.
yeah, and
Yeah, that does seem kind of fishy, bro.
yeah, well, I mean, takes you back to last year when Alex Bowman's car went on Ozempic and dropped 17 pounds in the middle of the race, and then Hendrick's like, "No, we accept the disqualification." Because it's like, you guys can't talk your way out of it. Like you got caught cheating, like red-handed, and you guys, like, your top of the line lawyers can't talk you out of this one. That's what it. You know,
Yeah, that bothers me really.
no,
But what was Priest's
I'm trying to find it right here. Priest's for unapproved shims on the spoiler rear.
shims? What is that? I don't even know what that is.
Pretty much, it was just his spoiler probably gave him a slight advantage, essentially.
That's really unfortunate, Drew,
But
for Priest because we've
yeah, damn, that was
about we've been talking about him all year, and I thought that his race was incredible, and now this kind of just unsolidifies it as not incredible. I guess.
no. I mean, you got to remember, he still drove his ass off. He still survived the race to be up there.
He's so close to winning one.
Well, I said it a couple weeks ago in our private messages, but I was like, I think this is going to be the year where he gets, if not a win, a awesome points finish at the very least. Like, I don't foresee why he wouldn't be making the playoffs.
I would love that, and I think he can do that if he keeps racing like he is. I mean, for the past couple of weeks, I think he's had top 10s in the last couple of weeks, right? I don't know. I'd have to look at that, but
Well, here, let me.
I mean, if you just click on his name, you could probably kind of deduce it down. But I mean, he's been having a good year. Excuse me.
Let's see here. Well, he's 18th in the points right now. Oh, he's from Berlin, Germany. Nah, it's Berlin, Connecticut. Full stats. But no, take me back. Take me back. I went too far. I don't want to shit. All-time career stat. Well, he is. Well, so far he's doing the best he's ever done.
Yeah, I mean, like, no, seriously, even from the beginning year, it was an improvement. But
Oh, are you looking at the same page too right now?
I don't know what you're looking at.
Oh, I was gonna be like, well, yeah, no, I got his stats from when he started back in 2015.
I don't
Well, so
have
he
stats. I'm
ran.
just looking at the standings. Which let me see. Where is he actually in the standings? Well, he wouldn't make the playoffs if they started today because he's in 18th.
Yeah, he's an 18. So
But
yeah, his
I mean,
first season in 2015, his average start was 40th, and his average finish was 30.
wow.
Then he came back to Cup. I assume this is when he started full time for JTG Racing before it was Hayek Motorsports. Yeah, average start was 24th, average finish 23rd. Jump ahead to now in 2015 or in 2025, average starts like 19.30. The average finish is 20.10.
I mean,
So
that's
I
better
mean,
than 37.
well, I was gonna say, in 22. Oh well, shit. He actually wasn't in Cup full time in 22, so I can't hold this against him a whole lot. But
Right.
in
But compared to
23,
last year.
oh, compared to last year, it looks like he finished 26th. He had one top five, five top tens, 0 poles, 2 lap. No fucking way, that's right. Only 2 laps led last season. What? Well, his average start was 25th, and average finish was 20th. So he's doing slightly better now.
Well, he's been qualifying very well lately too.
Well, I
So
mean, well, I think that comes down to his team's equipment's really
right.
good. I mean, this is like, I was feeling a little hopeful when he got signed to Stewart Haas, but I was also hoping too that they were going to be able to find the same success they had in 22. Because in 22, you had Briscoe win Phoenix, and then you had Kevin Harvick go back to back for his last 2 career wins, and he and Priest got put in there the year after that, and I thought they were going to be able to hold on to the fire for a little bit, but he just kind of the equipment wasn't all there, and if the equipment was there, it was going more towards Kevin Harvick, most likely.
Right.
But yeah, no, he not. This is the first time he's on a genuinely like great team that can like get shit done. I mean, what Keselowski and Buescher both won last season, which is great, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, so far I've been very impressed by him.
Yeah, and then if you think about like Drew, where constantly where we would look at the standings, and he was like in the like 30s or whatever, and now he's sitting in 18th. Like at this point last season, I would guarantee you, if you look back, I mean, he at this point in the season, he was probably like second. So definitely
Yeah,
great stuff from Priest, but I
oh,
want
yeah.
to go
You
over
know,
the results here.
yeah.
But oh, say what you're gonna say.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say no. He's definitely knocking on the victory lane's door. Like I think if not this season, definitely next season. But I could see it happening this season. Like I'm seeing kind of like the same upswing I was seeing with Josh Berry at the beginning of the season.
Yeah. Oh,
He's
definitely.
up front a hell of a lot more than he was, and that's great. Great. Anyways, moving on.
So we had Cindric one, obviously we talked about, Larson in second, Byron in third, Noah Gragson in fourth, Chase Elliott in fifth, Carson Hocevar in sixth, Alex Bowman in seventh, Bubba Wallace in eighth, Daniel Suarez in ninth, and Austin Dillon in 10th. What sticks out
Wow,
to you there, Drew?
Dylan in 10th.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
Has he had a top 10? Has he had a top 10 this year?
Let me get that pulled up here. Shit. Standings.
I don't think, I want to say maybe one other time.
Where's Dylan? Of course, he's in the 20s.
Oh yeah, he has 2 top 10s.
Yeah, it's 2 top 10s. Yeah,
So this race and whatever other race.
2 top 10s. I thought he had like a handful of DNFs. Only
Yeah,
one DNF.
yeah.
Go you, Dylan.
I think a guy that really needed that top 10 was Daniel Suarez, man. Trackhouse has just, I don't know, lately it's mostly been Chastain. I mean, which is kind of to be expected, really, but
Well, I mean, don't forget, Daniel Suarez had a hell of a race at Las Vegas. I mean, Barry
yeah,
won that race, but what a lot of people are seeming to already kind of forget is that Suarez was up there and he was a genuine threat until the last handful of laps.
well, absolutely.
They
Yeah,
were neck
don't
and
get me
neck for
wrong.
a long
Don't get me
fucking.
wrong. Suarez can race when in the right situation, and I
Yeah,
don't think that their equipment is bad at all. I think sometimes really what it comes down to is, and I truly believe this, is their qualifying. Like like Suarez and Chastain, like when they're
Oh
not
yeah,
qualifying well, like it usually does not turn out good for them. And like that's dependent
especially
on the track, but
yeah, I was gonna say especially on short tracks where passing is a bitch and a half.
right.
Especially with the package, that they run on short tracks. So, but I think there's still plenty of time to turn it around. I know this is a contract year for Suarez, so that's got to have a fire lit under his ass. And I know his run at Vegas definitely, put some favorability into him. Though I got a weird suspicion that they're probably going to bring Zilich up to the 99,
Well,
which I'm cool with. But
I
I
say
also don't
so
want to see
too, and
Suarez leave.
I wanted to actually. It's funny that you mentioned him because I actually wanted to talk about Zilich because I don't know if you watched the Xfinity race, but
Bits and pieces. Lo and behold, I fell asleep during that one as well,
mm,
and woke up to Austin Hill
well,
winning the race, and
I don't know if you saw, but Zilich was leading with 1 to go.
no, I didn't see I didn't see the finish of it. I just saw the fucking 21 doing a victory donut, and I woke up going, no,
So
no.
this is what happened, Drew. Zilich was leading with I believe 1 or 2 to go. It was 2 to go. They had crossed. It was a white flag was waved. Talladega at the end. It's just a big mess. Guys are
Usually,
trying to
yeah.
pass. Well, he was in the lead, and I believe Jesse Love was kind of behind him. They're just kind of, and then Zilich hit the inside wall so hard, man, head on.
Fuck, how did I not see this clip?
It was bad, man. It was bad, and
Holy fuck! I didn't hear anything on
I
that.
genuinely feel so bad for him because like he was racing really good in that race, dude. And they called the caution, so I believe Love ended up winning. But man, just feel bad for that guy. I mean, I think Zilich is a
No,
great
it was
driver, man.
Austin Hill won the race.
Or Austin Hill.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jesse Love.
Oh, it was between. It was actually a close finish too.
Yeah, but
But I
yeah,
just feel bad for Zilich because I really do think Zilich. I think he would deserve that 99 spot if Trackhouse decided to part ways with Suarez. Man, it was. Go watch that whenever you get a chance. It was pretty bad, man.
I was more focused on Austin Hill winning because
He's on a
before
run
the
right now,
race,
ain't he?
yeah, I've put a lot of the hate for him behind me, but it's still in there a little bit. Like I woke up out of a nap and I threw a hissy fit like a 3-year-old.
You're like, damn
Yeah.
it! That's exactly what it looks like.
And I was just like, well, before the race, they were saying that Talladega and him aren't a good mix. I don't think he's had a good finish at Dega, and then he went ahead and fucking won it. And I just woke up seeing the 21 do donuts. Oh, good for him, I guess. How dare you, dude? We're recording.
Yes, I should not do that. That was very rude of me.
Says the guy who's been drinking throughout the episode.
Drew, good grass or ass grass? So we finally had some grass this weekend on a track. I gotta say, man, ass, dude. Absolute ass.
That's a damn shame coming from Dega.
I
Do
just
better,
don't
Dega.
understand why we can't, like, super speedways, man. First of all, Daytona already got rid of the crap for me. Like, it's not even real grass anymore.
Yeah.
And they also got rid of part of the grass that they had. But you go to
We can
Dega,
thank
bro.
Ryan Priest for that, though.
True.
Astronaut Ryan Priest.
That was unbelievable. But, ass grass for Dega, man. It was brown, shitty looking. Honestly, I just don't get it, man. It's probably not really cared about in the NASCAR world, but one day, Drew, every track that I watch on TV, it will have great grass. Except for Sonoma. They can never do it right.
Would you possibly ever just volunteer to tend the grass before a race weekend?
If they give me the budget, yeah.
Yeah, here's
It would take more
X
than a
amount of
weekend, Drew. I
money.
would need a couple
Well,
weeks.
well, I was gonna say like here's X amount of money and a handful of men that work on like underneath you. Make this place look fucking pretty.
I would do it in a heartbeat, man. If the money's right, of course. I'm not just going to do it just them giving me the money to do this shit. Like they actually have to pay me.
Come on. What if it meant
All
you
right.
got to
Well,
spend a
okay.
weekend with Ryan Priest, or not Ryan Priest, Ryan Blaney? What if you and Blaney got to spend the weekend together, and all he did was talk about how awesome your grass was?
Just be like, Lord Blaney, do you approve of these blades of grass?
He's like, yes, peasant, I do.
Back to mowing.
Back to mowing, peasant, and bring me a body armor. I'm thirsty.
That would be amazing. But yeah, dude.
God, man, body armor.
But
You know,
speaking of
what's even better than body armor though?
hoist,
Hoist. Sponsor us, Hoist. Do it.
IV level hydration. You
I'm in
will
a
surely
wheelchair.
hoist that trophy when you
I'm in a
have hoist
wheelchair.
hydration.
Goddamn right. I'm in a wheelchair, so if you sponsor us, you'll look really good, Hoist. I promise you.
And if you don't, you look really bad.
Yeah, you look really bad, dude. I'm in a wheelchair. That sucks, dude. Don't you
Yeah,
know
how,
we're all saints?
how is he
Come
supposed to
on.
stay hydrated when he's in a wheelchair? He needs hoist.
Yo, come on, guys. As you know, the disabled get dehydrated quicker than non-disabled people.
We are clipping that.
Wait,
Okay.
sponsor us.
Okay. Moving
Sponsor
on,
us,
Drew.
bastards.
Drew, do you have the J ski up? Can you screen share? Let's go over our favorite paint schemes, brother.
Green shared. So you are gonna go. All right. So I know this one's your pick,
Yep,
which is a
my pick is
solid
the
car.
$42, and it really threw me off seeing Dollar Tree and seeing red because I'm so used to that car being the green Dollar Tree, and
Yeah,
then it's got the plaid on it, dude. I just thought it looked so good.
I was also the thing that also got me was like I never knew Dollar Tree sold Jack Link's products. It's like beef jerky
Honestly,
is
I don't really
fucking
go to Dollar
expensive.
Tree, so I never found a spider.
Yeah,
I just killed a spider.
ADHD at its finest, audience.
Yep. But yeah, no, Drew, like this actually threw me off because when I was watching the race, I'm like, wait, 42? I'm like, what sponsor? Is it Dollar Tree? I'm like, oh, it is. I'm like, oh, it's also Jack Link's. Okay, like that's freaking sweet.
Well, and like I thought that Jack Link's would have had a car with either like Cendric or Blaine because they've had Jack Link's and Menard's paint scheme together. So I was a little thrown for a loop with this one.
Yeah.
But it isn't over. I mean, I'm a sucker for plaid, and
Yep, definitely.
who doesn't love Jack Links? It just goes hand in hand, really.
Only if you're a communist.
Yeah, dude. Only communists hate beef jerky.
We're just throwing broad claims about hoist and about freaking communists.
Communists suck. Capitalists love beef jerky.
Anyways, Drew, let's go to yours.
Yeah. So my choice was one I didn't even see on the track a whole lot. This is '99 Frosties by Wendy's car.
Beautiful.
I wish I would have seen it on the track. I really wish I would have, because this is probably one of my favorite schemes this year so far.
Yeah,
It's
I thought
trippy as
the
shit.
Wendy's cars are always good, man. Always.
Yeah, I can't think of a single Wendy's paint scheme over the last 3 or 4 years that they've been working their way into NASCAR. I can't think of any bad Wendy's paint schemes. They've always been fire. I
Yeah.
remember, I remember at the first Chicago race, it was Noah Gregson when he was with the when he was with Legacy for the majority of the year before he liked that hilarious meme, and everybody on the political left got deeply offended by it. Uh, and left. Wendy's was tied to him, and he was driving this black Baconator car, and it's always stuck with me because that's the same Baconator car he drove into the rubber tire wall like 4 times throughout the race.
Oh yeah.
And then like all they did the next year was talk to him about how many times he got under that fucking tire or got under those tires so many times.
Jeez, man. Well, Drew, great paint
Yeah,
schemes.
very great paint schemes.
Let's get to some little news here. I gotta pull this up here, bro. So Kurt Busch was officially nominated to NASCAR's Hall of Fame.
Oh, nominate? Okay, just nominated. All right.
Yeah.
I was
So
gonna say like Jesus Christ, did I miss the voting?
no. So what do you think about that, Drew? Do you think he deserves to be in there, or?
Oh, dude, fuck yeah. Kurt Busch deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. I mean,
Yeah.
dude, NASCAR champion, I think over 30 wins, Daytona 500 champion. I mean, that resume alone qualifies him to get into the Hall of Fame. And especially since he's not like a raging douchebag anymore, like he was in like the 2000s and early 10s. Now he's like a very likable guy. I think he's getting in. But wasn't Greg Biffle also nominated yet again for the Hall of Fame?
Yes, sir.
If
I'm
he
looking
does
at. I'm
not get in
trying to
the
get the official.
if he does not get in the Hall of Fame after the last year or two he's had on social media, I'm going to have lost all faith in the NASCAR community because
Well,
I mean,
I don't know if it's about that. Well, who votes? Because I know, like with other Hall of Fame, it's like like writers or whatever, they vote them in.
I think I think comes down to fans voting. I really
Does
want
it
to say
really?
I think so, but at the same time, I feel like that might just be for giggles and shits, and they have like a small group of folk.
So, Drew, I got the guys who are on the ballot this year. If you want me to read them off here.
Yeah, yeah. Let me list them off.
So we got a first ballot guy, Randy LaJoy, Greg Biffle. This is his second. Neil Bonnet. This is actually his sixth ballot.
Neil Bonnet isn't in the Hall of Fame yet?
No, apparently not, brother.
That's a fucking disservice.
Tim Brewer. This is his fourth. Over his 30-year career as a crew chief, Brewer racked up 53 victories, including 2 Southern 500s and 55 poles. Brewer led Hall of Famers Cale Yarborough and Darrell Waltrip to 32 wins during a magical 4-year stretch, bookended by 2 championships. Then we have Jeff Burton, who this is his 5th time on the ballot.
Jeff Burton?
Yes, sir.
5th time on the ballot?
5th time, yeah.
He still ain't on. What the hell?
Yeah. Randy Dorton, who built engines that won 9 NASCAR championships across all 3 national series. Dorton was also part of winning some of NASCAR's marquee races, including the Daytona 500s, 6 Coca-Cola 600s, 4 Brickyard 400s, 7 Southern 500s, and 5 NASCAR All-Star races. Guy sounds like a legend. And then we have...
Oh, let's not forget about the first time he RKO'd a car.
Wait, actually?
No. Dude, it's a Randy Orton joke. Come on.
I mean, I know who Randy Orton is. Okay, Harry Gant, 7th time on the ballot. And you just stop me if you want me to read anything about him. Harry Hyde, 10th time on the ballot. Crew chief for Bobby Isaac during the Nord Cross Cup team's run to the 1970 NASCAR Premier Series Championship. Okay, then we have Jack Sprague, 2nd time on the ballot. And then here's the 2026 Pioneer ballot. Jake Elder, Ray Hendrick, Banjo Matthews, Larry Phillips, Bob Wellborn, H.A. Wheeler, Alvin Hawkins, some bitch named Lisa France Kennedy. No. Dr. Joseph Mattioli, Les Richter, however you say that. So yeah, I mean, there's quite a few people.
I'm projecting it right now. It's gonna. Well, okay.
Biff, Bush.
Yeah, Biff and Bush. BB, dude.
There's only 2, right?
Yeah, and then the legacy category. That one's always one that's hard for me to predict. Mostly because a lot of the time people in that category are people way, 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 way from the beginning of the sport, and I just don't really. I know a lot about NASCAR, but I don't know everything about NASCAR.
Right. So yeah, that's quite the list, Drew. But I could totally see it going that way.
Well, I mean
maybe Neil Bonnet. I mean,
well, I mean, I don't know if he's under the legacy category or if he's under the driver category.
No, he's under the regular category or whatever.
So like the same one the Biff and Bush are in?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, no. Sorry, Neil Bonnet. I respect the shit out of you, but you're not getting it. I think they should make the classes a bit bigger. Like I'd extend it to like 3 or 4 drivers.
I think the NFL is like, don't they usually do like 3 guys?
Well, and like I was looking at I was watching some WWE Hall of Fame stuff because I have a passing interest in wrestling. They have like usually 6 or 7 inductees every year.
That's how it should be, man.
Damn.
Because then you don't short so many people. Because then you don't have like the whole, this is his 10th time on the ballot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, so like, sorry, this is my opinion. Neil Bonnet should have been in long time ago. I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, for fuck's sake, I think he's the only member of the Alabama gang that's not in the Hall of Fame. So, like, let's see here. Like, the guy had a decent NASCAR career. He's got 18 wins, 156 top 10s, and 20 poles.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And, I mean, the guy went out in a race car. Like, that's how he died. He crashed a car during a practice at Daytona. And, yeah. He was killed while practicing for the 94 Daytona 500 for a much anticipated comeback.
Wow.
Now, if I remember correctly, too, he was driving I think he was driving like some lemonade, I think it was like a lemonade fucking car. I don't know. I remember it was like very bright, colory thingamajig.
Was it cool? I have to...
Earnhardt, Oh, I never knew this. Earnhardt won the 500. He dedicated the win to Bonnet and a couple others.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, and speaking of Earnhardt, happy birthday, Dale Earnhardt. It's
Raise
his
hell,
birthday.
praise Dale.
That's right.
Do it for Dale, man. Do it for Dale.
We know you're ashamed of NASCAR today.
Uh, the
I'm just
oh,
kidding.
I
I don't know
also
what he's thinking.
never. Oh, I don't know, man. I'm almost certain Earnhardt's pissed at the state of NASCAR.
Yeah, he's probably like, why are they slowing
He's
down in the pits?
looking down on. What the fuck's a stage? Stay for barrier, smay for barrier, dude. Fucking man up, take the hit and die. That's
I
how
didn't
he
die for
did
this
it.
shit to become pussy.
What the fuck is a Black Lives Matter car doing in NASCAR? Oh my
Okay,
god.
Drew, we should move on to next
Well, no,
week.
hang on. Hang on. I
Okay,
wanna.
okay.
I know. I'm just finding this out right now as well. When Brad Keselowski won his first race at the Aaron's 499 at Talladega back in 2009, it was Phoenix Racing's first Cup win after Bonnet died.
Jeez.
Yeah, I think Finch dedicated the win to Bonnet. 2013 season, Finch designed the number 51 car's paint scheme to the on Cup and Nationwide Series like Bonnet's Country Town Chevrolet that he grew. Yeah, Country Town Lemonade. Nice.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
dude.
Yeah, I never knew that. I never knew he was
Yeah,
racing for Phoenix Racing.
I didn't know any of that, man. That's cool.
So anyways, next weekend,
Next
Texas.
week, Texas Motor Speedway. Damn it, Drew. I love this track. I really do. This is one of my favorite tracks. Honestly, for me, like obviously, I love Darlington, bro. That's gonna be my number one always.
How can you not love Darn?
But Texas, dude, Texas might be like number 2 or 3 for me. Like just watching it. I mean, I'd love to go there one day.
Well, I mean, right off the bat, it's a mile and a half, which is like the bread and butter of the
Right,
current
it's
cars that are
perfect, dude.
running.
It's perfect. And the racing always seems to be pretty awesome there.
Yeah, the last few years it's been good. For a long time, Texas was a snoozer track, though. For a
Really?
long time. Oh, well, this was back in the Gen 6 days, where the difference in quality of equipment was astronomical between teams. You know, like the big five teams or whatever compared to the rest of the teams, it was super nice. Yeah, you pretty much
Yeah.
had to be racing for those teams to
Or you were gonna
be
lose.
running.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless it was like a super speedway. That's your only fighting chance.
It's the only shot. So let's take a look back here, Drew. Last year we had Chase Elliott win this race in the spring. Yeah. Wait.
No, it was
Yeah.
spring. Yeah, it was spring.
And yeah, the Hooters car, which I think is not gonna be a thing anymore. And I believe Hooters filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah, I think Hooters finally separated from the team as of last year. I think contractually, Hendrick had to like keep Hooters on the at least on the fire suit at the very least. But I know after that win at Texas, I don't believe he ran another Hooters scheme.
No, but dude, that car was sick. I remember we both said that was our favorite paint scheme. So that was
Well,
cool. I do remember that.
And it was also the first time since Alan Kulwicki won at Pocono, 92 or 91. I don't
Yeah.
know. When a Hooters car went to victory lane.
Right.
Which I thought was nuts because I almost could have swore I'd seen that number 9 Hooters car in victory lane. But then I realized it was on NASCAR Heat 5.
Mm.
And it was me putting it in victory lane.
It was me.
It was me kicking Chase Elliott out of the driver's seat for 3 seasons for Hendrick Motors. And all I did was dominate.
So we had that last year in 23. William Byron, 22. We had Reddick and Blaney, and then I guess if you count the All-Star Open, Daniel Suarez in 22. Kyle Larson has won here twice, it looks like. Oh wow, I'm going down here. Jimmy Johnson has won here a lot too.
Well, he's won a lot everywhere. I'm not surprised there.
That's also true. But let's see within the last few years though. I mean, that's a pretty separated thing, it's not like kind of like a this guy is really good. I mean, Kyle Larson's looking like he's good there, but other than that, I mean, it's not like really anybody else is, showing like this is their kind of track. I wonder if I go to click on it and see how it finished. I wonder if I can.
The thing too is, I'm wondering what the odds are too. Don't they have that on the NASCAR website, like the betting?
I don't know if you type in odds like on Google, you'll find it. I don't know if you can necessarily find it on NASCAR.
Podcast international podcast.
Podcast.
What the hell? Stacking pennies, holler talk, inside the race, whatever the shit that one is. NASCAR Daily and Driving Change, and NASholes isn't listed on here.
A
Do
shame.
better, NASCAR.
You
Do
should be
better.
ashamed of yourselves.
You should be. Our name is a play on your name. You should acknowledge us. It's kind of funny. It's the
Dang,
only
Chase
positive
Briscoe
about this
actually
show
does
right now.
pretty good at this track, bro.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Man, fuck. Yeah, let's have to look.
Well, the last 2 races, anyways, he's done well. Says here. Well, anyways, Drew, I wanted to update you though on our little standings here. So last week you picked McDowell. He
God
finished.
damn it.
Oh, no, that's fine because you're gonna love this. Guess who I picked, bro?
Oh, fuck, who did you pick?
Keselowski.
Shit.
So you're gonna love that because I only gained 4 points. And remember, I was leading 198 to 165. You picked McDowell, which got you 29 points. So now I am only leading by 8. So quite literally, this
Close that
next
gap.
race could catapult you back ahead of me. So it is 202 to 194. Now, since you picked the better driver last week, Drew, you get dibs on Texas.
Fuck me sideways. All right.
I'd rather not.
Don't lie. I see the way I fuck me while we record. I see how your desk gets a little higher when you look at me for long periods of time, and it goes back down, and you look flush in the face and very, very much like you just came.
Oh.
Oh, it happens to the best of us, dude. Don't make fun of me. Oh fuck. Well, instinctually, I kind of want to go with Larson. Like looking at the odds, but it's 1.5 miles.
Yeah.
And those usually put together a great show. All right. I shouldn't risk it being this close to closing the gap, but we're only on race 11 out of 36. So fuck it. I'm choosing
Yeah.
Carson Hocevar.
Okay. Well, you know what, Drew?
That guy has been fucking on fire the last few weeks. And, I think seeing that he's one of the biggest drivers physically, he's like 6'5", it's fucking huge.
Yeah. He's pretty huge,
Better
ain't
for
he?
him to win than at Texas, the biggest state in the union outside of Alaska.
Well, Drew, I like that pick. That's not a bad pick. And, I'm just looking at the last 2
Well, I was gonna
years
say,
races.
I don't know if I'd say it's not a bad pick. His odds are plus 6,000. It's a startling jump from Chris Buescher. Oh wait, Daniel Suarez 4,500, Carson Hocevar 6,000.
Jeez,
At
man.
least, I mean, I don't know how I'd feel to be any of these guys, but Cole Custer, Ty Dillon, Chad Fincham, Riley Herbst, Shane Van Gisbergen, almost said Shane Gillis. Shane Gillis. That's
Shane
gay.
Gillis.
God, hilarious, man. And Cody Ware are all plus 50,000. Which
Boy.
I'm like, damn, don't throw Riley Herbst in there. He's a rookie. Fucking hell, at least throw him in with like Austin Dillon, Todd Gilliland, Justin Haley, Jesse Love, Bane Smith, plus 25,000. Or at least throw John Hunter Nemorek a bone and slap him in there with him. They put them both at 3,500. But hey, this is the
Well, who's the odds-on favorite?
The absolute best favorite is Kyle Larson, plus 450. You know what? Here, let me just screen share.
Well, can I make my pick and then?
Cheers.
Okay. So, Drew, I was been looking at this. Out of the last 3 races, Briscoe has had 3 top 10s, 3 top 10s, 1 top 5. So I'm gonna go with Chase Briscoe, man.
Let's see where are the odds on him at?
Yeah, let's see this here.
Chase Briscoe plus 1,800.
Not bad.
Oh, I love how they list him twice. Chase Briscoe, Kyle Busch, Ty Gibbs.
But yeah, they have Briscoe. Oh, that means it's all the same.
Also, why is my highlight thing red?
I don't know. It's kind of dope though.
It is. Anyways,
who's got the worst? I mean, obviously it's gonna be like, yeah,
well,
Chad Fincham.
Yeah,
I don't even know who the hell that is.
Cody
Ware, of course, respectfully.
Respectfully, Cody Ware. I don't. Did I share this rant with you? It was just like a rant to myself when I heard it.
I don't know.
But so I was listening to Door Bumper Clear a couple weeks ago, and hey, fuck off! No fish for you, fat ass. Get out of here. Move it. Sorry, Django got into my leftover fish. Yeah, can't be having that shit. He's diabetic. Anyways, stop screen sharing. So I was listening to an interview with. Well, not an interview, but I was listening to Door Bumper Clear, and Tommy Baldwin works for Rick Ware, was talking about it's like the team and how Rick is doing all these awesome business moves to try and bring partners in. And then he says, "Well, if I'm going to drop millions of dollars on this, I might as well do it for my son." And when I heard that, it was it pissed me off. So it's
Yeah.
like you're dropping all this money, and it's like this guy, with all due respect, he's not the best NASCAR. And it's like if you want a successful team, I mean, you were going the right direction with Justin Haley a couple years ago when you signed him on. That was a fucking great move, and that 51 car was finishing awesome.
Yeah.
And then when Spire and them swapped LaJoy for Haley, that 51 just it's kind of just stayed there.
Yeah, it's like bullcrap. It's like, dude, you're freaking pouring all this
I
money
was
in it.
like,
Shit.
and I was like, you don't. I was like, all I could think of was like, you got to spend money to make money, right? So you're gonna have to spend money on a driver that actually can get shit done, and then you'll get better results.
No kidding. Such a waste.
And the thing too, it's like the sport's in a boom period right now. It's very clearly in a boom period. I mean, we're bringing in a lot more sponsors. We're getting
Well,
new
I've seen a
eyes on
lot
the
of more
sport.
fans.
A lot more, dude. A lot of fucking young people have been watching that NASCAR docu-series on Netflix, which has done
Well, yeah, dude, I've had
fucking
friends.
wonders
Like,
for the
I had
sport.
a buddy the other day tell me he's like, I was telling him like, dude, you got to go to like, cause he lives in Michigan. I'm like, dude, you got to go to Michigan, and he's like, you know what, dude? Funny that you mentioned that. Is like me and my girlfriend have been like watching the Netflix documentary, and like, dude, I think I'm like kind of into it now.
Oh my god, yeah. Well, shit. This morning I was watching Kyle and Samantha Bush on Something's Burning with Bert Kreischer, and
I started listening to that too. I didn't get all the way through
yeah.
it, but
Well, I think this was at the beginning of it, but Bert was talking about how he got into the sport of NASCAR, and
yeah,
he said his buddy was like, just watch the last 10 minutes of it, and that's how you get people hooked. And I was like, yes. And I mean, I was
no,
also
Drew,
kind of
that's
shocked
exactly
too
how
because
I started. Because remember, I told you I was like, well, I'm not gonna watch the whole race, but just tell me when there's like 30 laps or left or whatever.
yeah, I was gonna say like I've always told people, I mean, don't gotta watch the whole thing, just watch like I don't know, last 25 laps or last few minutes of it because like that's usually when shit like ramps up big time.
Yeah. And it's
And
true,
one,
man. It'll get you hooked, man. Because once you
yeah,
see that part, you'll want to and you see that a couple times, you'll want to see like, okay, how did it lead up to this? And then you
right.
watch a whole race and you're like, that actually wasn't too bad watching the whole thing.
Oh yeah, and yeah, we're getting all these new eyes on it, and then you got Rick Ware who's just gonna honestly just piss away all this money and piss away like Arby's. I mean, that's
Well,
like the
and
fact
it's
that
a
they got
waste
a
of the
big name like
field
that.
because the guy just is like lap traffic or caution.
Yeah, yeah, it's really all it is. I mean, at this point, he's just like he's just lap traffic,
Yep.
and it's like I just don't. Okay, like don't get me wrong. Okay, look, I don't have any kids of my own, but you can probably relate to this. But like, obviously, you want to fucking have the best possible options available for your kid, right?
Right.
Like
Obviously you want to.
if you owned a NASCAR Cup team, Ben, you would probably just put Oliver in a car.
I would maybe. I mean, only if he actually was a driver, not if like, hey, you're gonna have to learn how to drive.
Dad, I love art. No, you love racing. You love put that
I paid
fucking
millions
easel
of dollars for
down.
this car
You know how many millions of dollars I sunk into this shit? You are not going to waste away my dream right
on
now.
paint.
Oh, you love painting? Here, you can paint the car after you win a few races. I don't like no, but like I understand like wanting to make sure your kid's like taken care of and all that. And I don't know, man. It's like if you're gonna have one full time team, don't put your fucking kid in. I mean, it's just not gonna.
It's not smart unless your kid's really good, which he's not. I mean,
Yeah,
flat out.
like I like don't get me wrong, I hate nepo babies a lot, but fucking shit when they can back up, like when they can show that they deserve to be there, like that goes like out the door for me. Like I don't give a shit. Like Chase Elliott for instance, when I first started watching NASCAR again, like I wasn't too big on him initially because I was like, oh, he's just a kid of another driver, And I know this is coming from a guy who's a lifelong Dale Jr. fan who is objectively a nepo baby, but he was good. I mean, he was great. 2 Daytona
Well,
500s,
that's
over
the
20
difference.
wins.
That's
He finished twice in the standings, twice. I mean, like he's good. But Cody Ware's not.
no.
He's not. He's not
There's no
good.
getting around it, man.
And it's like the team was like that team was just going in a right direction last season. And now they've just pissed it all away. And then Rick's just like, well, if I'm going to sink all this money into it, I might as well do it for my son. It's like, dude, I mean, okay, but your son fucking sucks. It's like I hate to say it, but if Dale Jr. wasn't good, I don't think Earnhardt would have kept him in the car. And I mean, he
And that's
had
just an integrity thing, bro,
well, I don't. We
and
can't
an
say for certain.
image
That never
thing.
happened. I mean, for fuck's sake, if you want him to race full time, at least put him down in like Xfinity or truck. Fuck, even make him do ARCA. At least have him go down there and at least craft his skill a bit. I mean, this is like having him run Cup full time while he's not the best is kind of like playing Call of Duty against every like ranked play, like the best ranked play assholes known to man, and you're just throwing them in there, just being like, all right, good luck, try and get a kill, and he just gets butt fucked. I mean, that's what it is when you like throw a dude in the cup right off the bat. He's just getting butt fucked left and right because you're racing against the best of the best, and he's just the worst of the worst. Yeah, and I don't know. It's just a wasted spot, And
And now all of you that are listening, hopefully you're still listening,
yeah, if you didn't click
know
out
that
after
Drew has a
5
big gripe
minutes,
about Cody Ware and Rick Ware Racing.
yeah. Well, it's like fuck. Last season they had him run part time. Like I was like, yeah, cool. I mean,
Fine.
it's like,
That's
and,
fine.
it, and it's like, how many other like racing teams his dad has as well. Like his kid will be set for life regardless. Don't put him behind the fucking wheel. Like he might, for all I know, dude, he might be like Austin Dillon, who I think is going to be better behind the scenes than behind the wheel. Simple as that. I mean, for fuck's sake, he was the guy that got Kyle Busch over to RCR, which was huge because the animosity between those two were. It was there for a bit after Childers put Bush in a headlock, god tier status. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, that is probably just where he's better suited, And I don't know. Free the 51. Hashtag free the 51.
Hell yeah, dude. Hashtag free the fit. Well,
Free the
Drew,
51.
looking forward to Texas. Love that track. I'm hoping that it's a good race. Should be.
Should be. Mile and a halfs are usually good races.
And guys, if you made it this far, honestly, thank you.
Yeah, for
But
the love of God, thank you.
make sure that you follow us on Spotify. Give us that 5 stars. Leave a comment. Also, YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. A comment on there as well. You can follow us on X at NASHolespod, on Instagram at NASHoles_podcast. And soon we are hoping to have a TikTok. So we'll have all
Oh,
the
we're going to
awesome.
TikTok?
We got it, man.
Yo.
But
Let's
anyways,
go.
so we'll be on TikTok and you can see all the clips from the show. And until next time, keep being an asshole.
Noise.